Good morning, boys and girls. Hope we're doing well. It's Tuesday, May 5th. All right. Today and for the rest of the week, we're going to be doing a quick review on what we did earlier in the year. Yesterday, we worked with integers, and remember, integers are just a positive and a negative number. So the opposite of a negative is a positive. The opposite of a positive is a negative. Like, what's the opposite of -1? It's 1. What's the opposite of 2? -2. All right. So today we're working with fractions and decimals. So the first one I'm going to show you is number 12, -1.2. All right. Before we do anything with the number line, let's think about the opposite of -1.2. All right. The opposite of -1.2 is +1.2. So for these problems, all you have to do is graph the number that they're asking and the opposite, right? So first, I'm going to look for -1.2. So I just go to -1. You see how we created all my benchmarks of our popular numbers? All right. And then I just go 2 in, right? -1.2 is right here. And what's the opposite of -1.2? We said it was 1.2. So we just go to 1, and then I go 2 in again. All right. And that's all you have to do. You just have to graph the number that they're asking you and the opposite, okay? Now I'm going to show you number 10. Okay? I always said you don't always have to put the 0 in the middle of the number line, but since we're working with positives and negatives and opposites, I'm going to do that today, all right? So think about it. -2/5. What does that mean? How many fifths do I need to get a whole? I need 5, right? So I'm going to start on here. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, right? This is -1. So what does that mean? This is -1/5. This is -2/5. This is -3/5. And this is -4/5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, right? 5/5 is a whole. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, and 1. Okay? So I'm going to graph -2/5. Before I do that, I want to know what the opposite of that is. The opposite of -2/5 is 2/5, right? So first I graph -2/5. And then I just graph the opposite. 2/5. And that's it, boys and girls. That's all they're asking, okay? Remember, with negative numbers, the greater it is, the greater the number, the smaller it is. So what's greater, -1 or -100? -1, because why? It's closer to 0. The closer to 0, the greater the negative, okay? If you have any questions, put them in our Google class, put them in our Google Hangout. All right, have a great day and stay safe.